Hi, in this video we will look at how to use Fabric nodes to generate a stream of events. It's often needed to have a synthetic flow of events to feed other projects. Say, simple events having a timestamp, a key, and a value. Let's employ Fabric nodes to generate a simple flow of events. The events will be published to the Cloud Message queue. No code is needed. Open Fabric Node Editor. Create a new project. Open the project and get a welcome message. You see a default Hello World project. Click the Emulate button to generate Hello World message to the output topic. Rename the actor. Actors execute business logic. Rename the topic. Topics are used to collect results. Click the actor and choose the edit link to dive into the processing logic. Click the trigger node. Change the emulation timer iterations to produce 10 messages in emulation mode. This limitation does not apply to runtime. Change the timer step to 5 seconds to produce one message every 5 seconds. Click the constants node. Delete the node. We won't use it. Call the menu and choose the random node. Click the node. Type random string function to randomly generate one letter from the 4 letters alphabet. Change data type to string. Click plus button to add an output port. Type random function to generate a random number between 0 and 1. Change data type to number. Link the output port of the trigger node with the input port of the random node. The timer node will produce a trigger every 5 seconds. Random node will generate a random letter and a number. Call the menu and choose the function node. Click the plus button to add an output port. Type the integer function and multiply variable a by 100. The function node generates input ports automatically to get value to the variable. The int function will get a random number in the range between 0 and 1 and return a random integer in the range between 0 and 100. Link the output ran port of the random node with the input port of the function node. Click the JSON out node. Type TS and change the type of data to numeric to get timestamp value. Click the plus button to add a new input ports. Type key and choose string data type. Click the plus button to add a new input ports. Type value and choose integer data type. Arrange the nodes. Link the output timestamp port of the timer node with the input TS port of the JSON out node. Link the output ranstor port of the random node with input key port of the JSON out node. Link the output int port of the random node with the value port of the JSON out node. The timer node generates timestamp event every 5 seconds. The event triggers the random and the function nodes. The nodes produce the values for the key and the value. The JSON out node gets the values and sends the results to the output topic. Click the Emulate button to check the results. The node editor produced 10 messages having a timestamp, a random key and a value. Call the menu and choose the SXWrite node to send events to Amazon SQS Cloud Message queue. Add the same input ports as to the JSON out node. Link the input ports with the timer, the random and the function nodes. The SXWrite node requires additional configuration parameters. Get the name of the queue and the region in the Amazon SQS console. Use the Amazon IAM Identity Center to get the access key at an encrypted secret access key. The access keys are encrypted before stored. No one except you has access to your credentials. Let's check that there are no messages in the queue. Click the Emulate button to publish messages to the queue. Check that the messages are delivered to the queue. Now the project is ready to be deployed to produce the messages infinitely. Return back to the level of the project. Click the Deploy button to move the project in runtime mode. The project is deployed. Let's check that the queue gets messages. The project continuously produces messages. The messages can be consumed by other projects as the sample events. We've spent just 5 minutes to build, test, and deploy the project. What can you do next? Register in the Fabric Node editor. Clone this project. Generate your own flow of events. Modify frequency and complexity of events. Share your project with your teammates. Make your flow of events public. Employ the event flow in your project. Onboard your message queue service. Thank you. And welcome to Fabric.